Here's the Yom Yom. We have to do yesterday's, which I did, but for some reason I forgot to press record. And we'll do today's, and we'll do tomorrow's, which is Shabbat. Yesterday's Yom Yom. The Rebbe, my father, this is the previous Rebbe speaking. So he's saying, my father, who was the previous Rebbe, was the sixth Rebbe of Chabad. And his father was called Rebbe Shalom Dovber. He was the fifth Rebbe of Chabad. So he said, the Rebbe, my father, he told someone in a Yechirut. Yechirut means a private audience. When they came into ever since God, let me make this. Ever since God told Abraham, go from your land, lech lecha, go from your land. Abraham was a very holy person. He was a very devoted person, and he had already served God for a while. He was 75 years old when God told him, go from your land, leave your land, where you are. When God told him to go out from where he was, then it says that Abram kept traveling. He kept traveling to the south. Since Abraham did that, that became an integral, essential part of Judaism, to move. That wherever you are, you have to make that place holy. And because of that, God moves us around to also different situations and different places. That's the mystery and the secret of the creation of the world, and why God put man in the world is in order to refine the world. That's called Birurim. In whichever place you go, if in that place you say a prayer, you say a sentence of Psalms, you say something, you made that word, that place, holy. You gave that place a justification for its existence. How do we know where to go? Where to go? It says by the decree, divine providence. God moves things around. There's all these things. There's interactions that occur in the world. Because of that, God moves us to a place where those sparks are waiting for us to redeem. Tzaddikim, who can see clearly what God wants from us in this world. Again, to stress, the essence of Judaism is responsibility. The essence of Judaism is not receiving, going to heaven, what we receive. The essence of Judaism is what we give. We are responsible to the world, to fix the world. We're responsible to God. And wherever we are, wherever we happen to be, it's not by accident. We're here to fill a responsibility to fix up the world. So tzaddikim, they see where they should be, and they go there. As for ordinary people, God, who is the cause of all causes, and he's what's called the prime mover, if you want to call it, he brings about various reasons and circumstances that bring people to the place where their obligation is to perform their service of birurim. Right? All of a sudden, your car stalls out. You haven't got you lose your wallet. You have to go running around looking around for it. Finally, you find it. Right? Whatever happens, wherever you are, whoever you meet up with, it's in order to refine that place, person, time. Good. That's the secret of Birurim. Now let's do tomorrow. Today. That was yesterday. Today. This is a speech from my father. Again, the previous Rebbe is talking about his father, the Rebbe Rashab. He said, in the early days of the leadership of the first Rebbe of Chabad, he made a statement. What was the statement? You have to live with the times. Now, this was a very dangerous statement to make because the opposition to Judaism, which was very strong, came from Jews, which was, from the time of Moses for sure. As soon as there was a Jewish people, there was already opposition to Judaism. And so we see the people, they received the Torah, they worshiped the golden calf. In any case, so one of the big, I'd say, claims against Judaism is that Judaism is old-fashioned. Judaism is not relevant to our times. The time when the first Rebbe of Chabad, this was like sort of right after Newton and all these, these big revelations that people started thinking we have proved that God does not exist. We're going to prove everything. We're going to, all the laws of nature, we're going to prove that nature is the king, and that's all there is to it. The fact of the matter is Newton himself was a very religious person. He was not a Christian. They forced him to be, but he was a very religious person. He believed very, very deeply in God, and not even the God of Einstein. God of Einstein is like Hinduism. There's this general force. He believed more, as far as I understand. In any case, that's not important. The fact is, saying you have to live with the times, that was the banner of those who opposed Judaism. That Judaism is old-fashioned. You got this old book, 1,000 years old, 2,000, 3,000 years old. Who's going to live their life according to some book? We have to live our lives according to our body, according to our desires, according to our eyes, our ears, and our mouth. Live with the times. The Alter Rebbe said, you have to live with the times. Everybody said, what type of a thing to say is that? From his brother Yehuda Leib, the elder Hasidim discovered that what did he mean? You have to live with the Torah portion of the week and that particular section of that day. Should not only learn the weekly parsha of the day, but live with it. All of those principles which directed and motivated and inspired all these movements against Judaism, they're all gone. They're all finished. They're all finished. All those ideas, soon all of them will be finished. Soon all the other religions will be gone. Christianity, these things, they'll all be finished. But all of the other ideas which were antithetical, nice word, to Judaism, all those ideas are gone. Right? All the religions that the Babylonians worshipped and the Greeks and all these things, they're all gone. Right? Communism only in the universities. The rich kids in the universities are talking, right, about have to have communism, money is bad, etc. Except that it just doesn't work. Right? And everybody believes in communism. That was the new way, the new thing. And Judaism was old. Judaism is right now. Judaism is reality right now. And the Torah is reality right now. You just have to learn how to understand it. And that's what Chassidut comes to do. You have to live with the Torah portion of the day. That's what it means. You have to live with the time, with what the Torah says today. Now let's do tomorrow. 1 minute. Okay, here we go. This continues before. Bereshit, that was last week's Torah portion. This is happy. God creating the world. That's pretty good. But the end is not so good. The end says that all the people in the world, they all became perverted. They all changed their ways. This, and God got angry. Then so Bereshit starts out great, but it ends on a very sour note. Noah starts out on a very sour note, the flood, but it ends on a happy note with the birth of Abraham. The really joyous week is that of Lech Lecha. We live every day of the week with Abraham. Abraham was the first to dedicate his life to spread godliness in the world. And Abraham gave all this self-sacrifice to not think about himself, to think only about what God wants in order to bring godliness in the world, to make the world a healthy place. God gave this over to every single Jew. That's an inheritance to each and every one of us. Okay.